What's going on, America? This is Kevin from Kevin's Corner, where I try to make sense out of nonsense. And what doesn't make sense to me is unhealthy fear. Now, what am I talking about? I'm here at Walmart, Wally Worlds, and I'm about to go and try to find some bread, because old man Teddy, my dad, he's panicking. He's like, yo, we ain't got no bread. We ain't got no, like, as if that's the end. It's the end of time. And there's a shortage on bread. And, you listen to the media and stuff, you would think it is. But right now, I'm trying to differentiate between a healthy fear and an unhealthy fear over the coronavirus. Now, yesterday, I'm in not Kroger, but in Walmart. I see a brother walking around fully mummified, whole body wrapped up, head, everything, nose, and had the nerve to have some glasses over the mummy wraps on his head. And I looked and I'm like, that's when fear goes too far. That's a bit of an unhealthy fear. I can see if we were dealing with the Black Plague, bubonic plague, Ebola, something like that. But we're dealing with the coronavirus. Now, not to say you shouldn't have a healthy amount of fear concerning the coronavirus, but I think it can be dangerous to have a unhealthy amount of fear because, see, fear can be used against you. We have built-in fear to save our lives. If you're walking down the street, you see a dog on a chain and he's growling, you don't assume he's smiling at you and wants you to come over and pet him. You're going, the dog's growling because he probably wants to eat me. That's a healthy amount of fear. But when you have an over amount of fear, it can be dangerous because people can use it against you. And every time something like this happens and they pump fear out into our community that becomes overwhelming, then I get concerned. My ears be like, my antennas go up because I'm thinking we had the bird flu, the swine flu. We had all of these different type of strands of diseases that hit, and it wasn't this amount of fear. Now, suspiciously, they all occurred right around an election time, but it wasn't this amount of hysteria. Now, if you ever, and this is why I'm not saying I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I also have a healthy amount of skepticism as well. Whenever the media or government would like to do an experiment to see how we can control the population, or if they ever want to motivate the population to do something without them realizing they're doing it, the best motivator is fear. If we can create panic, people would not look at what they're about to run into. They're only looking at what they're running away from. That's it. So if I want to eat some gazelles and I'm a lion, I tell the female lioness, y'all go down there, wait by the bush, and we're going to scare all the gazelles to run your way, and then you can jump out and eat them. You can eat them. And it's the same thing. Every time the government wants to force society into panic to where they say, I'm not focused on what I'm giving up. I'm not focused on my liberties. I'm only focused on what I'm fearing right here, because they told me this is an immediate danger. This is a threat. So therefore, if I have to save my life by giving up my right to go and be free and do whatever I want, right to say what I want, the right to carry arms, all types of rights that we normally will focus on can be distorted when we are bombarded with fear. And people will overcompensate if they're not careful and say, I give up my freedom of speech because I fear hate speech could impact me. I'll give up my right to bear arms because I fear that any second a lone wolf shooter could rush in and just shoot up everybody in here. So same thing. I give up my freedom to roam freely and go all around the world and the neighborhood and the country because I fear that any second Corona is going to jump on my back. I mean, I'm not saying you're not going to get it. I'm not saying you're going to get it. Just have a healthy amount of fear. Now, in other Corona news, they tried to force the president to get a test. All week we've been hearing, did Mr. President, did you get tested yet? And it's almost like the media wanted him to come back positive, and he got tested, and sure enough, it came back negative. I know they were like, oh man, dang, can't never have nothing my way. They probably are mad because the president didn't test positive for the coronavirus. So that shut them up. But then you got people like Stephen King tweeting, and he's out there talking reckless about President Trump and look at his whole staff, all white men. And you looked at the podium the other day, and it's a mixed array of people. Black, women, all types of rainbows up there. Where's his retraction? Why are some of these celebrities and people on the left trying to take advantage of the crisis by telling everybody, forget about how dangerous the virus is. Look at how many white people are trying to work against this virus. And President Trump, he's destroying us because it's all about him and the economy. He don't really care about you guys. He only cares about the economy. This is the type of stuff that makes me not like politicians, because I'm saying, now you politicizing this? Instead of saying, let's all get together and work together, they're trying to politicize this. Man, I will never watch another Stephen King movie again. So, yes, Corona is here. It is probably here to stay. You know, people who think I'm going to mummify myself for 3 months and somehow the virus is going to be dead, I'm sure that probably isn't going to happen. It might slow down, but somebody's going to get it again. You know, you come out your mummy wraps 3 months from now, you might still get it. But we do have to take it seriously enough to where we have a healthy amount of fear. We don't all need to rush out and buy spacesuits, astronaut suits when we going into the store like, sounding like Darth Vader. We don't need to do that yet. But if something comes up, trust me, I'll be the first to come back on here like, this is Kevin from Kevin's Corner. Oh, I'm looking outside my door right now and this Corona stuck to the windshield and I'm scared, y'all. I'm scared. Put your oxygen on and run for your life. I'll be the first to tell y'all. But right now, I think we got to be conscious of danger, but not overreacting to it, because we might think we're running away from one thing and run into something even worse. I just found out that our governor is considering closing down the schools for the rest of the year. I don't know. I mean, ripple effect of that is tremendous. But if they got a plan to be able to supplement parents and jobs that are impacted by that, by all means. I mean, shoot, I don't know. It might impact me, y'all. I might have to start doing Kevin's Corner full time, and y'all better help me too. Y'all better support Kevin from Kevin's Corner, okay? All right, because if that's not the case, then y'all might see me out here on the corner. I don't want to have to prostitute my talents and skills, you know, on the corner. Out there doing some street acts, singing and dancing and being a comedian in the subway. I don't want to do that, okay? So y'all might have to work with me. If the man called me up talking about, hey, things are tight, Kevin, we're going to have to let you go because of the corona. It's not us, it's the corona. You never know. But we don't want to just overreact. So let's be mindful of what's going on and let's see how things work out. And let's just follow some basic practical protocols to keep ourselves safe and healthy. Now, that's my take on it. All right. So God bless y'all. Check me out every Wednesday night, 7:30 live in Kevin's Corner on Facebook, YouTube, and my radio blog talk show. Don't forget to check out the Stream Tees. They sent me this cool thing right here. Look at that. Yeah, my dog tag with their little mascot on it. All right. So check them out. If you like their products and services, click on the link below. Put Kevin in the promo code. You'll get a 20% discount. Don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and the notification button. And make sure you're still notified and you're still subscribed to the channel. What else? Other than that, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All right. See y'all next time in Kevin's Corner. And relax. Healthy amount of fear. Not too much, not too little. All right. God bless.